A cluster of pale stars shine over Collinwood, like cold, unblinking eyes in the darkness, watching the earth below. At Collinwood, there is one girl who is trusted implicitly by all of us, but unknown to us. She has fallen prey to the supernatural. She watches and waits, and everything she learns becomes the knowledge of one who at any moment is prepared to wreak destruction.
Vicky told me about your visit.
What did she say?
She says she's afraid of you.
Why? For what reason?
She doesn't know herself. Only that she's afraid. Do you know what I think?
What?
I think that Julia Hoffman has something to do with it.
Why do you say that?
Because of something strange that happened. Julia and Vicky left the house together. Julia says they just went for a walk. But Vicky doesn't remember having taken a walk. In fact, she doesn't remember leaving the house at all. But they did leave together. I saw them.
Why didn't you follow them?
I had no reason to think there was anything peculiar going on. But now I think Julia is up to something.
Watch her. Watch every move she makes. And then report back to me.
I will.
If the eminent Dr. Hoffman has done anything to interfere with my plans for Vicky and me, she has just signed her death certificate.
Carolyn,
Yes?
is it really necessary to follow me around?
Is that what I was doing?
Well, you came into the dining room while I was having my breakfast. I went for a walk and saw you in the distance. Then I went into the study for a moment and you wandered in, and now here you are.
I went to the study to get a book. And I came in here to put the mail on my mother's desk. Isn't that all right with you? Or do you think I should be restricted to certain rooms in my own house?
No, I don't think you should be restricted, but I will be. I'll be in my room in case you want to know.
You're free to go anywhere you want to go, Julia.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Then it's definitely decided.
Yes, I've already talked to Vicky.
What's definitely decided?
We're sending David away for a while.
Where are you sending him?
To Boston on a holiday.
It's just a temporary measure until we decide what to do next. Vicky's going with him.
How does Vicky feel about going to Boston?
Oh, she's not too pleased about leaving Collinwood, but she agreed to do it for David's sake.
Why would anyone object to leaving Collinwood?
Because she knows that they'll notify her if there's any news about Burke. I assured her that we'd get in touch with her immediately if we heard anything.
I really do feel sorry for that girl. It's so obvious that Burke Devlin must be dead by now.
I hope you're wrong.
So do I.
Carolyn, I know how you feel about David's leaving.
Mother, I think it's a good idea.
You do?
Yes. I think he ought to get out of Collinwood for a while if he's ever going to get over these fantasies he's been having.
But you were so against his leaving. You even said that some of the things he was saying might not be in his imagination.
Of course they're his imagination. They must be. What person in his right mind could believe stories about ghosts and coffins and bats that suddenly appear from nowhere?
Well, I'm glad you're being sensible, kitten.
So am I, but you certainly changed your mind in a hurry.
Not really. I just thought it over and saw I was being foolish.
You know, Liz, I've just had a wonderful idea.
What's that?
Why doesn't Carolyn go to Boston with Vicky and David?
Me?
Well, why not? You've always enjoyed your visits to Boston. I'm sure Catherine would arrange for you to go out to dozens of parties while you're there.
Yes, it might do you good, too, to get away from Collinwood for a while and have some fun.
What do you say, kitten?
I don't want to go.
Why not?
I just don't, that's all.
Well, there's nothing to keep you around here. Lately, your social life hasn't been much to speak of. Everything you enjoy is in Boston. Parties, new clothes, meeting young men your own age. What do you say?
Uncle Roger's right, darling. I think you ought to go.
No, Mother. I don't want to go. I can't go.
Can't go?
I mean, I'd rather not. I think I'll go find Vicky.
You know, that's very unlike Carolyn. She's always jumped at a chance to go to Boston.
I know.
Liz, she's been behaving very strangely lately. I saw her the other day from my window, out on the terrace, staring at the sunset, with an expression on her face that almost frightened me.
Frightened?
I can't explain why. This expression on her face was blank, vacant, as if she were living in another world.
I've noticed things, too.
Well, I certainly hope there's nothing wrong with her.
So do I.
Oh, what lovely flowers, Vicky.
Thank you. They're a present for Barnabas.
Oh, is there a special occasion?
No, it's no occasion, really. It's just that I want to apologize to him.
Apologize? For what?
Julia, I did something terrible yesterday. I'm very ashamed.
Oh, I can't imagine that.
Oh, yes. I insulted him.
Why?
Well, you see, he came by the house to offer to send a search party out to find Burke. Well, of course, I had to tell him I couldn't accept that offer.
And that's why you think you've insulted him?
Oh, no. It was something quite silly. You see, he reached out and touched my hand, and for some reason, I gasped and pulled away.
Oh? Why did you do that?
Well, that's just it. I don't know. I was frightened of him. But I had no reason to be. Barnabas has always been a good friend to me, and I like him. And I admire a great many things about him. He's kind and generous. And I know if he were to go away, I'd miss him terribly.
Would you, Vicky?
Yes. I feel very close to him. Because, well, he's always there when I need him, and that means a great deal to me.
Vicky,
Oh, Carolyn.
I have to go into town for a while. Will you tell Mother?
Yes.
I have quite a lot of shopping to do. I may be gone for a couple of hours.
All right, I'll tell her.
Thanks. I'll see you later.
Bye.
I'm sure Barnabas will enjoy those flowers. He always enjoys lovely things. By the way, we never did make a decision the other day.
Decision?
Yes. About which crystal is the authentic one from the chandelier on the west wing. Which do you think?
I told you, I can't tell the difference.
I think it's this one.
Well, you probably know better than I would.
The way you can tell fine crystal is by the reflections of the lights. Do you see lights?
Yes.
And do you see the colors?
Yes.
All the colors of the spectrum. Can you see the center? The exact center, do you see it?
No, not yet.
Keep trying. Look at the colors. See how they move. Watch them. They're brilliant colors. They flash by. Try to find the center. Try to find the center.
I can see it. I found the center.
Can you hear anything?
Yes. I can hear the tinkling of crystal.
Good. Now we're going on a journey.
A long journey?
No, not long, but to a place where you have never been. And as before, you won't remember being there, and you won't remember what I show you. Do you understand?
I understand.
All right, then. Come with me. Do you know where we are?
Yes,
Where are we?
in the old house.
Do you know why we're here?
Because you have something to show me.
That's right. Have you ever been in this room before?
No.
This room contains something that's intended for you.
For me?
Yes. Look around the room. Tell me everything you see.
I don't want to look.
You must.
Please, I don't want to.
What's this?
I don't want to look at it.
You know what it is, don't you? What is it?
Coffin.
And you know who this coffin is intended for?
No.
You.
No!
Someone wants you to have this coffin. Someone intends it for you. Do you know who that someone might be? You know. Go on.
No,
You do. You saw him when I brought you here before. You saw him in his own coffin. Who was it?
Barnabas. Barnabas Collins.
That's right. And why was he in his coffin?
Because
Go on.
he's dead.
And that's why he wants you to die.
No,
Because he intends to make you his bride.
I'll never be his bride.
In order to be his bride, you must die.
I will never be his bride.
He intends to make you what he is.
No!
There's only one way you can stop him.
I will stop him.
You must resist him no matter what he says, no matter what he does. You must resist his will.
Yes.
When he comes near you, you will be frightened. When he touches you, you will recoil. You will want him away from you, as far away as possible. You will resist his will. Do you understand?
I will resist him.
Well, we've reached the end of our journey. Come, we must go back. I'm about to bring you back, Vicky. When I snap my fingers, you will return. But you will not remember anything of where you have been or what you have seen. Only your subconscious mind will remember. Do you understand?
I understand.
Now, which do you think is the authentic one?
Well, as I said, I really don't know. I think perhaps you should ask Barnabas. He'd probably know.
Yes, I think that's a good idea. I think I will. When are you planning to go to the old house?
The old house?
Yes, you were planning to go this afternoon with the flowers. I might go with you.
Oh. Well, I don't think I have time to go.
Oh?
I have my packing and so many things. Julia, would you do me a favor?
Of course.
Could you take these flowers down to Barnabas and say goodbye to him for me?
Oh, I'd be glad to.
Thank you. And would you please tell him that I'm very sorry I couldn't say goodbye to him myself, but I just didn't have time.
I'll tell him.
Vicky,
Yes.
I've made all the arrangements for your trip. You and David will take the 7:10 bus from Bangor, and Roger will take you to the bus station.
Fine.
Vicky, I really appreciate your doing this because I know you're not particularly interested in going to Boston.
Well, do you know something, Mrs. Stoddard?
What?
I'm glad I'm going.
You are?
Yes. I'm going to miss everyone, of course. But I think I need a change of scenery as much as David does.
You weren't too happy about it this morning.
No, but I changed my mind. I'm glad I'm going. Really, I am.
So, Hoffman brought her here.
Yes. After she hypnotized her. She told her she wouldn't remember any of it except in her subconscious mind.
And what did she say to her?
She showed Vicky the coffin. And she told her you intended for her.
She did that.
Yes. She told Vicky everything. That you intend to make her your bride. That you intend to make her what you are.
So Julia has finally turned against me. I never thought her capable of being so foolhardy.
She's done more. This isn't the first time she's brought Vicky here.
It isn't?
No. She brought her here at least once before, under hypnosis. Vicky saw you in your coffin.
What?
That's right.
So that's why Vicky is frightened of me. It's all Hoffman's doing.
I knew she was up to something, but I didn't know what. Now we know.
Yes, now we know.
What are you planning to do?
I haven't decided yet. But first, we must find a way to repair the damage that Hoffman has already done. And then she must be punished.
Are you planning to kill her?
Perhaps. Or perhaps she'll meet a worse fate. Much worse.